Pastor Lawson, you just about wrapping up your first year in Dominica. Tell me what that has been like.
It has been one of a challenging year, a new experience for me. It has been a time where I see God moving. It's a time where I'm seeing areas of person's life just being unfolding. The situation is like this. The dynamics in Good Hope is like the religious background is mostly dominantly Catholic. We have these 4 other churches in that area. A small farming community, I would say, and the folks are very religious, but as it relates to getting in the Word, because so many things have been taught to them, it seems as if at this point you're now looking and saying, what are you coming with next? So I have to be very careful that I don't divert to telling people about my ideas, but to tell folks about what the scriptures say. So they're now comparing it as to what other folks have been saying as to what the Bible says. But it has been a challenging one. But it has been fun because I see God just unfolding stuff before my eyes. I've been praying that God will just reveal the secrets of the heart of the people to me. And He has been doing that. It's not in a smooth way though. Sometimes it's come just thrust upon you very suddenly. And then you're saying, oh God, in this form. You're not expecting it in this form, but it comes just the same with it. And it has been beautiful to see God's hand in it.
Wonderful. What's the size of the church?
In terms of membership, there are 7 persons who have been administered membership. In fact, when I got there, it was 4 persons, 4 men. I could have challenged the women's ministry director in terms of women because it was 4 men. And then God just exploded that folks started to come. We have an average attendance on a Sunday morning now, like 40 persons. Most of these 40 persons are saved. Again, the challenges lies where folks are living in relationship. Like the woman decide that she want to get saved. Yes, she come to Christ, and I am not of the side of eternity to say no, you're not saved. I have not got that opportunity yet to sit with Jesus Christ to make that decision. So they are saying, yes, I accept Christ. My responsibility is to teach them the word. I'm not minimizing though that what they are doing is correct. Meaning, let me just clarify that. They are saying yes, they have accepted the word, and I'm now saying to them that you need to change that lifestyle. Now the challenge comes in that they are dependent largely on the other party. So to walk away is almost like walking away from support, all of that, shelter. And so we are praying now that God will touch the lives of those, not husband, I'm actually prophetically speaking, touch the lives of these men, that they will either marry them or just find another house and get out. But we are really praying for them, and I've seen God. Recently we have seen a young man that's walked out of drugs. It is a change that we have seen actually. We are expecting that sometime because of the addiction it might take a while. But for this chap, God just touched him in such a way that he moves away from it totally. And he's now one of the key witnesses in the area that he's now testifying. And we had a baptism last Sunday since I get here.
Wonderful.
So it has been a great time for us.
Pastor Buchanan, how long have you been in Dominica? And tell me what that experience has been like for you.
Well, come the end of January, will be 3 years since I moved into Dominica. My wife and my youngest son, which is 15 years of age. It was a challenge to be in Dominica because, again, it's not a different culture, but it was easy to adopt because, as I say to people, food is the stuff of life. And you got that in Galore in Dominica, and the same type of food, grown provisions, stuff like that. So it was sort of easy for me my family to fit in. But the work was very challenging, and Dominica, 80% is Catholic, we come from Jamaica, I did not know so much about Catholicism until I get into Dominica. And I mean, a small church, we didn't have a youth ministry, a women's ministry. It was 9-person attending church. And at that time, when I get in there, sometimes we go to youth ministry, just my wife and myself, with my son. And now we see that developed. We have like 27 to 33 persons on a Friday night, young people. We have Sunday school going on right now. So I see growth, development. Since I get in there, already married 8 persons, 8 couples, and then we get married. Dedicated numerous babies.
Wonderful.
I miss counting baptism too because people recommit themselves. We have people got saved. So presently the membership is about 30, and on Sunday morning we have like high 40s, mid 50s in attendance. So I see growth and development, but it will continue to be a challenge. But with the grace of God, we know we can do it.
What has that done to your faith? To see what you've been believing in terms of you're Christian, you grew up in the church, your history with the church, and suddenly going there and having to put this faith to practice. What has that done for your personal faith?
Well, as I think it was the women's ministry director who said, and I mean, when you mentor somebody, actually develop yourself. I have been in Church of God Prophecy about 25 years now, and I never prayed so much, I never fast so much, I never really wrote so much. I mean, because it drives you, because it's like in a battlefield and there's no time for playing around. So it drives me to spend time, pray to God and to get into the Word, because people want the Word, people are hungry, and it forces you to go the extra mile to because right now people coming from different churches to Bible studies, and I mean, and it has been good. God has been good to me for the past 7 weeks. I afford the privilege of being on Voice of Life, Christian radio station in Dominica, teaching of like 45 minutes every morning night, and so people have been calling and saying it was good. So my life has been, my faith has been strengthened in Christ, because I mean, for me to go forward, it's just Him and Him alone, and God is opening some avenues for me. Let me just share with you. When I came here first from Jamaica, I have in mind I want to do something in radio. I mean, I don't have any training in radio, but I just want to believe. I just want to get into that ministry. When I get here, somebody invite me one time to Voice of Life, and so the program director had said to me if I could get sponsors, they could create a slot for me to do a program. So right away I shared with him my idea. I said too much preaching is on radio and television right now, so what I want to do is have a calling program where people call and share their problem and discuss, and you pray for them live on radio. Because some years ago in Jamaica, there was this jockey, Markland Edwards, and he just take off and just sweep Jamaica like storm. So I said, yeah, I could do something like that. But I wrote about 12 to 13 letters, and one person responded, one company, and came the one that's responded, said they don't have money now to assist, but nobody else responded. And I started feeling bad. So in a couple of months, about 3 months after that, I hear one day in the media advertising and said, first of its kind in Dominica, and I mean, radio calling program, you're calling and share your thing. I started to feel bad. I said, man, I have my idea, and I don't, just because I don't have the money, somebody will take that away. But they had a slot of pastors that they now they ask Thursday morning to share on the radio between 6 and 6:30. They interview you, and they ask you to share the word and pray. And so they asked me if I would be able to fit in. I said yes. I mean, I do that for about 4 times, and then I mean the program, the manager of the station called me now and said they're changing the format of Voice of Life. They're cutting out, to cut out some of the international foreign stuff and bringing more local stuff, and so asked me to come in and share the radio, and it's awesome. I travel there 30-something miles every Monday from where I'm living to
just to be on
the radio, and it's taking off. And you know, I mean, we all over there on the internet, people calling from New York and say, so my members to the upbeat, and I mean, other people coming and say, Pastor, are you in the radio and receiving the word? So that's been good to me.